Metastasis, as we know that, is the process by which, what is going to be that here, see, metastasis. First, the cell divide the repeat under the influence of the drugs, and thus cannot be the cancer cell as spread through the blood, lymphatic system to other sites of the organ. That can be. Yes, so of course the big can be the concern here is going to absolutely 109 is going to be why to show, because when you are going to define about metastasis, this can be the concern here that is the spread of the cancer from the primary, yes, from its the primary site to other the place in the body. For example, we can touch as the brain, liver. The cancer cell can break away from primary tumor, is penetrate into the lymphatic or blood vessel, circulate through the blood stream and grow to normal, yes, tissue and the body. So there should be no doubt that can be the concerns. Now as the list once see it's easy. Pepsin, what is going to be that? Yes, the pepsin, yes, doesn't help in the protein digestion. So B is going to be a 4. So which one can be concerned? You don't have any choice. Of course B is going to 4, so B will be the correct there. So sometimes it's no, it's going to be a quite easy here. For further explanation of this, let you inform my dear the one in the tense, and that is as well as A will be the concern here. A 110 is going to be A. As we know, oxytocin, that is going to be a, yes, oxytocin is going to be a here induced contraction of the smooth muscle is going to be a, that's can be the D here, of course. And renin and petalins, just as we renin and the petalin, as we know that this can be the petalins, and this can be of course petalins, and this can be the concern as we know that is going to be a, yeah, sorry, it cannot be the petalins, and that is not sorry here. B, pepsin digest of the proteins, as we know. So B is going to be 3 here, my dears. Sorry, B is going to be 3. 110. Once again, let's see. 110, and the B is going to be 3, my dear. Sorry, A will be the correct answer, as we know that. Sorry, because pepsin, that is playing the very good role in the digestion of the protein, as we know that, and yes, petalin, that is going to be a starch digestion of liver. Where is the found the starch in the liver? Remember that. So here is petalin, thus can be the consumed to 2. So A is going to be 2 and the B is going to be 3. So A will be the concern. Sorry, once again, my dears. And then we call, of course, the antigen is a substances the rest, as been that what's the antigen? As been that the one which talks about the antigens, and that ultimately the formation of the antibody, that's kind of the concerns. So 111 is going to be the defense in the HRT. Why to show? Because as been antigen, the foreign molecule which impact the body of organism and induce the immune response to the stimuli, the antibody, that can be. Now 112, which in the following the cell organelles the play the most significant role in the protein synthesis. Significant. So which one of the following organelles play the most significant role? So endoplasmic reticulum, the ribosome, of course. Why endoplasmic reticulum? So that is irregular, of course, and that is and the big contribution in the protein synthesis, my dear. But the ribosome is the permanent member for the synthesis, of course. The contribution in the synthesis of the proteins. So 112 is going to be a B here. Once again, let you form more knowledge. Of course, we must inform too that, of course, ribosome and endoplasmic reticulum are the main site for the protein synthesis, where the ribosomes the which nerves the of course, sorry, ribosomes the which serves as a staging area where some RNA helping the protein synthesis. Endoplasmic reticulum is an irregular dull the membrane network scattered in the cytoplasm, also helping the protein synthesis. So now that in number C in the cell or the molecule, the control, the program cell, thus is known as that is the apoptosis of course, so they will tell us that. So why it shows that because apoptosis is the process of the program cell that in the multicellular organism, apoptosis that occurs during normal cell turnover, the developed and in the immune system, whereas in is the accumulation of the chances and degeneration is the deterioration of the tissue as an yes as in the organs. Anyways, it's the functions determined or its structure impaired. Impaired means deformed. And necrosis, this is a term the where of course disorganized the breakdown of the flesh of the part of the body of multicellular organism. Mostly as we know the multicellular organism we are the concerns, and that is going to be liver. So here apoptosis will be. Once again the ideas that let's inform them as the list of that. So here see 114 is going to be defined here that firstly breastbone, which cannot be concerned of course, and that is a sternum. So if A is going to be 4, so we have to eliminate B and C. Now as we know B is no doubt that is going to be the one, so collarbone, that is going to be the curvature hers. Now yes, C is going to be a kneecap. Kneecap is of course that is a patella. So here it can be D, the matters of course, and D is going to be of course that is a 3. So here B will be a correct answer. Now further, consider the following this treatment: tapeworm is a harmful diet. Yes, wrong. Of course the roundworm has the parasitic have separate sex and the filler is caused by the nematode, and the worm is annulled. Which one is going to be a correct here? Show the measures B will be the correct, of course. The last one, guinea worm, is of course annulled. That is going to be wrong here. So if we eliminate of the 4, this is and this is also gone. So you have the chance of the 50-50. That's if you are not the sure 3, then of course you have the chances of the 50-50 to match the correction. So here filaria is the cause by the nematode, and there is no doubt. So filaria, Bucheria bankrupting, that is the nematode, as we know that is the easy. So 115, that is of course the B. Once again I would like to repeat why this shows, because the tapeworm are harmful diet. Both in man and female reproductive organ present, and roundworm are unisexual separate of course, and the fleur is the cause of Bucheria bankrupted versus parasitic nematode. Now points should be noticed here that guinea worm yes is a long and very thin nematode, not annulled. Yes, it's also nematode. Sorry, nematode. So of course is going to be wrong here. In the context of the organic evolution, loss of limb in a snake is explained by, of course, and that is as we know, use and disuse of the organ. It can be the concerns because which one the conception that's in organic evaluation, Lamarck clearly yes mentioned and believed that any particular part of the body that is put into more frequent use had tendency to develop the stronger and the better, the while that the part of the body which is put into less or no use has a tendency to the gradually disappear. So the loss of limb in the snake is example of use and disuse of the organ. So of course my dear, this of course theory you can implement in your own life also, that practice make the perfect of the peoples. Keep the practicing, of course. One day you will be the perfect in that area also, because you are going to put more frequency, as we know that of the particular part of the body. So definitely there will be tendency to develop a stronger the scientific temper. So now 17. Yes, one gene control the two or the more different the characters simultaneously. The phenomenon is the called, of course, the pleiotropy. No need to doubt. So now here, 170 is going to be. For further explanation, let us inform that as poly, of course, polyploidy occurs in the cell and the organism demands there is the more than the two impaired homologous the state of the chromosome that found, so there is the controlled more than one character simultaneously. But apomixis is the process of asexual reproduction in which the embryo growth from egg cells without being fertilized. And pleiotropy occurs when the single gene influences the multiple phenotypic trait, and poly is the polytene is a GANT chromosome found in the some two winged flies. So now further one in the AT numbers with reference to the human body, they consider the following: that of course the production of the somatotropins goes up when the person exercises. See, 118 is going to be concerned here that the production of the somatotropin goes up when the person is exercise. Absolutely correct. And man tested the produce the progesterone, not testosterone, of course. It is not the progesterone, of course. So here, as we know, because the progesterone has been the produced in the ovary, not in the testes in the female. So that is absolutely wrong. So firstly, try to eliminate of the two options, which can be the concerns. You don't have the two, of course. Anyways, it became now easy. Should you will the correct answer. For the further explanation of this, the question one of the data that has been that the testes of man. Yes, the proteus. Hormone the testosterone and progesterone hormone is secreted by, of course, secreted by yeast ovary of the women. So adrenal hormone release, yes, the hormone the less amount of the cortisol for avoiding the stress, depression, of course. Now 190 number the question here. Food and mouth in yeast animal are the current epidemic in some part of the world is caused by protozoan, the bacterial, the viral, fungal. See, root and mouse, and there is no doubt that is going to be a fungal disease. So the matter 190 is going to be B. Why is because let you the further knowledge, of course. Here see root and that can be 119. 19 is going to be a D tier. It's a viral, as we know. Sorry, it's not the fungal. Why to show that because as we know, food and the mouse disease in the animal have the mouse disease is a viral infection affecting Claventhorpe's domestic and the wild animals. The virus they belong to the same the family, the coronavirus. Sorry, so D will be here correct, not a fungal infection. That it's a viral infections. Because yes, they belong to the picornavirus family. Now, which one of the following the statement is not the correct? So we have to choose here which one is going to be not correct and which one. So 3 will be here has been that will be the correction here. So that's in the times 120 number. As we know, that will be all echinoderms are viviparous. That is absolutely wrong. So it will be as we know that correct answer, because ringworm that has no circulatory system definitely is a correct and is in the bone phase stream. The bladder is usually the patient, of course, absolutely, and in cutting, of course, lagging nose fish and fertilizers in the terms, and that is absolutely correct. So it will be here incorrect. So here we have to choose the not the correct. So it will be the correct in their answer. 120. As we know that the matters here that Yes, the sex are separate except few. Yes, echinoderms in this species. There is no sexual dimorphism. Fertilizer is the external and a few of the form are maybe porous. So that's why not all. So this will be the correct there. 120 is the which one of the following this treatment is going to be a correct? Is the prion are the smallest and frail living the cells, and thus can be the shell wall of the mycoplasma is the made of the amino sugar. C. Ricket is the luck of the cell wall. Definitely the mitosis. That is a nutritional deficiency, of course, the ricket comes. So yeah, of course, and D will be the correct, and the answer 121 is going to be a 120. See, shell wall of the mycoplasma is the made of the amino sugar. 120. 121 is going to be C, my dears. Sorry. So here C will be the correct. Why? Because here we have to choose the correct. So varioid the consist of here 121. See, varioid consists of the single varioid. They consist of the single standard RNA molecule. Absolutely correct, my dears. And that can be because the rickets luck of the cell wall, that's also fine, but here we have to appropriate is going to be a here. So varioid they consist of the single standard RNA the molecule. That can be she will be here the correct. Why? Once again, varioid are the plants the pathogen, as we know that. So that they consist of the short stage of the highly complementary and the cellular single standard RNA molecule. And the prion the white cannot be used because prion is infectious agent that compose the primary site of the protein. The mycoplasma is the genus of the bacteria, luck of the cell wall, the process of the cell wall. It's in the process of ricket. Ricket is the process of cell wall, and is mycoplasma. That is of course the luck of the cell walls in the hairs. Mycoplasma is of course the air. Once again, I would like to repeat after that. What is the mycoplasma? Mycoplasma is a genus of the bacteria. Thus, yes, they consist luck of the cell wall. But yes, rickettiasis, as we know, rickettiasis is eryctiasis. That's the process of the cell wall that's kind of be concerned here. So definitely it will be terminated here. So C will be correct. C. Here will be C. 122 is drinking of the whiskey increase the frequency of the urination. The alcohol intact the speed of the secretion of the vasopressin in the body. So as we know that both are going to be correct, and the second one is alcohol intact in the speed of the secretion of the vasopressin. That is the correct explanation of the A assertion. So reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. So definitely A will be the concern. Why to show for further acknowledgement, my dears, urination the can be induced the variance from, as we know that minutes after the person they consume the alcohol, because when the kidney filter the waste, the capillary constricting affect the filtering ability of the kidney, which the body need to be conserve the water, and the pituitary gland excrete the hormone called vasopressin. Which the causes from filter to the become permeable, retaining the more water in the blood stream, and in the allowing less water to be excreted in the urine. Now 123 C. The human diet should be compulsory the content the glycerin, serine, the tyrosine. No, these all are non-essential amino acids. So as in the 123 is going to be a C. Human diet should be compulsorily the content the glycerin, serine, tyrosine. So of course it should be, but essential amino acid cannot be synthesized in a human body. Of course, and that's why it's not going to be shown here. Which one is going to 123? 123, and that's can be of course. And because here I'm talking of human diet should be the compulsory the content the glycerin, serine, tyrosine. These all are what is that? Yes, and these all are non-essential amino acid, my dear. Of course, our body is having the ability to synthesize, but how of course these all are the essential here. So both can be the concern here. A will be here answer. For further explanation, of course, the one thing let you tell that the amino acid that cannot be synthesized from other is precursors, where the non-essential amino acids synthesized in the body, glycine, serine, tyrosine, and non-essential amino acids. These all are non-essential amino acids, my dear. One thing is, what is the amino acid? That's a sequence, as we know that when we talk about amino acid, that is long-chain molecule of carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen. You can say that. So what is the protein? The protein is the sequence of the amino acid, and I have already mentioned to you what is the amino acid. The amino acid is a long-chain molecule of nitrogen, hydrogen, carbon, the oxygens. So here, which one is going to be a? No doubt, and that will be a here after. And essential amino acid means, of course, the body is not having the capability to produce, synthesize, yes. And essential means not, and non-essential means, of course, the body is having the capability to synthesize. That's amino acid. That will be non-essential. 124 is the among living organs which one of the following is most responsible factor for bringing about the origin of new species. So which one is going to be about bring about the origin of the new species. So of course there will be no doubt in that the isolation that can be here. So A is going to be the correct. What is the origin of new species depends on the isolation of the gene. Flaw between the new species and the significant genetic divergence. So that's why we can be concerned here. Now the last trick and the mite are actually trick and the mite are actually, as we know, arachnid. Why it is so? Because trick and the mite are the characterized under the arachnid of the phylum Arthropoda, arthropoda of animal kingdoms. That's why. So A will be here, correct answer. So this is all about in this video tutorial. Further question we will proceed in next video tutorial. Have a great time, my dear, and once again I would like to request you to all my UPSC aspirant that if my video is benefited to you in any way, then please subscribe and like and leave the comment below the comment box, so that will give the good motivation to make more and more video, and that will really of course build the confidence and to understand what are the pattern, what kind of the question, and what should be a strategy to add that in the prelims examination of 2019. So thank you guys, have a great time.